Thanks for staying with us. So the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board on Monday said it had rejected the apology of a repentant candidate who wrote to intimate the board of the malpractices which he committed 21 years ago. And JAMB had responded saying that his apology is not accepted. Now, what are your thoughts on this? Nima would like to let us see what your thoughts are on this story.
So this person wrote on his own, and so Nigerians are thinking, because he confessed, he should just, get a pat on the back or a caution and they're allowed to go. But the truth is, if you are admitting that you did not work for your certificates, what you should do is, have them withdrawn. You go and write another one that you can boast that they are yours now. And you have years of experience advantage. You are more mature. Most of us wrote our JAMB. My first JAMB I wrote at 16. Even my skirt was the size of one thigh now. So, I was such a tiny little girl. And if I had made mistakes then, and if I write that same exam now, I would flood JAMB. In fact, I would just, wing it, that kind of thing.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I know so, actually. Because I'm more mature. The things that I would read 2 times, 3 times to understand then, I just, watch them now and just merely seeing them now and understand better. So I don't understand why the person thinks that you should keep a certificate he got with corruption. We know those special centers that were popular those days, and a lot of people who wrote their exams there who are using them today, and then they claim to be experts at everything. You need to be able to hit your chest and say, this is my own handwork, and it's important. For the sake of precedence, JAMB must follow through that this person's examination certificates are withdrawn.
Wow.
Yes, that's what I say. Even to the university, because I know for LASU, if you're found in any or convicted for any offense, you have your degree withdrawn. So schools must maintain those standards so that we can have society standards, back.
Interesting. I feel that, yes, of course, there should be punishments for wrongdoing. That's justice is what keeps our society sane. And the fact that it is meted out without any form of unfairness to anybody. Justice keeps our society sane, and justice should be served if someone is found guilty of any form of malpractice. In this case, however, it wasn't like JAMB did this overhauling. They did intense investigation. They found some corrupt people. So maybe they found the special center that produced a lot of people 21 years ago, and then they now call these people out. It wasn't an internal crime discovery. This was someone confessing, hoping to get restitution, probably feeling guilty about something, giving his life to whatever, and that journey made him feel like he should confess. Because of the fact that he voluntarily confessed, wrote a letter explaining what happened, I believe that it shouldn't be a case of, oh, this is the way we met out the law to everyone that is found culpable of...
An honorable thing to do, you think?
I feel that there should be a conversation where a repayment should be done. Like, it should be made to... There should be a punishment for that crime, but it shouldn't be that every of the certificates he's gotten, which would probably be the right punishment for someone caught, should be meted out to him. I feel that there should be a middle ground here where justice is served, but you don't deter. You don't deter other people from confessing. He reported himself.
No, but there was a court eventually.
There's no court there.
He reported himself.
Probably he was feeling guilty, or then, like you said, give his life to Christ, and they say, okay, you have to do restitution. All the things you have stolen, go and return it. So one of the reasons why Nigerians don't like to come out and confess is because of things like this. And this is not to say that if you do wrong, you shouldn't confess. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that when confession is done voluntarily, the treatment should be different from when you actually do your due diligence and find the culprit. Because you had a lapses in your system to allow somebody commit this sort of fraud 21, that's a long time ago. You didn't have your systems in place. You should even be thanking him for coming forward and, find a way to ask him questions concerning how you can tighten up your loopholes. This is somebody that should work with you. Now he has repented of his crime and everything. You bring him into the system. So how did you commit so and so and got away with it? What were some of the things that were lacking that we could improve on? That doesn't mean that you wouldn't give him his punishment. His punishment for me shouldn't be to withdraw everything that he has earned, because probably after that JAMB, every other thing he worked for. So withdrawing all of them now would be too much of a sacrifice for him, and any other person seeing it to say, me, self, I can't even come out and confess. That means everything I've worked for will go. He could do community service. You could give him another form of punishment. Just because you did not do your due diligence, he came out voluntarily. So let's not You know, you people like this adage of a baby and bath water all the time. I don't know why baby is always inside the bath water. But let's find a way to...
Not true.
Yes. Find a way to encourage more people to come out. When we have more people come, because the truth is, there are special centers everywhere. I don't know how it is now, but during our time, oh God, special centers everywhere. Even people who cannot spell nothing, they'll be showing you A's in their results because their parents have paid something, and it's still happening. How do we stop it? How do we make our educational system watertight? By encouraging people like this, because when they come and they will tell you exactly the steps they took and how you can.
Okay, let's just assume for the sake of argument that, you know, that he should be cautioned and then he shouldn't lose because he confessed. What does the law provide presently? Are we going to just, you know, amend the law to cover for him? The law provides that a person caught at malpractice. This is the consequences.
It was not caught to me.
There's a difference.
We can argue that
legal technicalities that can actually be
one or the other person's side.
Auntie, if somebody kills someone, comes out later, he wasn't caught to confess for it. What does the law say will happen?
You are the lawyer here.
Yeah, tell us.
It's the same punishment for the person caught.
Even for confession, we need to change the constitution.
He was a court.
We have to change.
Once they caught you, they caught you. You understand?
Wow.
So now, we don't have the law for that kind of
there's no room for that legal practice.
You know. And the honorable thing
for the government or for him?
No, I'm talking to him now. The honorable thing is to let go of the things that you did not qualify to get. If you want to follow through your confession, you know why I'm saying that? You can't base something on nothing. If you didn't have a qualified JAMB, you run SAM. You know how many JAMB I fail? It was a lot of work. So for you not to do the work, get it, and then you finally get a degree. What Uniben used to do, I used to hate that standard. They will not find it out when you're in 100 level. They will let you finish your 4 years. You won't go for service in that school. Some other schools, they help, like mine, they will get you out from year 1, so you have time to do another job. So the right thing is to another one. You've lost this number of years, but you'll be known for someone who stood and set a standard. That's the right thing to do, the honorable thing to do.
Let's take a few messages.
Okay, go ahead.
Oladidi said, JAMB is not a qualification. It's just a way to get admission. It's not the only way to get admission. The guy would still have to work for his degree unless he cheated through the university.
That's a different story.
And also, he says, however, you should be punished one way or the other, but definitely not withholding a certificate. That will be excessive. Another person said that, good morning, what's the middle ground for? If he confess, he actually wants JAMB to take action. If the action stated in JAMB is to withdraw a certificate, so be it. Then Fiona says, JAMB, no one here true to. They don't care. If you schooled in Nigeria, then it's likely you are culpable either at JAMB stage or undergraduate stage. Please, you'll be shocked.
Okay. Let me go on a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to other stories. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. So we're still discussing this issue of malpractice and putting aside the matter that happened with this man who confessed. We're saying, how do we, going forward, discourage malpractice in schools? Because this is something that is quite common amongst young people. BC, would like to start with that?
Yes, so for me, I think if we want to really solve this issue of malpractice, a lot of stakeholders have to be involved. The parents, the teachers, and the society at large. Now, let me break it down. The parents' angle, sometimes we don't pay that much attention on our children's ability to understand. We're always in a hurry for them to finish school. The pride of my daughter finished the university at the age of 12 is at the lip of every parent you see. We're just rushing these children, and so they don't have the requisite maturity to study and understand. See, like what Nima said, now if she sees something of that level, she can easily grasp it compared to that time when she was actually studying it. So if we allow our children go through the schools at the appropriate ages, it makes it easy for them to easily assimilate what is being taught. And they can face any examinations. We have our own children right now who can sit alone in, you see how they space them during exams, and they're able to remember what they have been taught because they are going to school at their appropriate age. Nobody's putting pressure on them. I have to make sure my children repeat classes because I needed that form of maturity. So there's no way somebody will tell me tomorrow that, Mommy, you have to run so and so for me because I'm following up on their grades. I'm seeing that they are right for their class. Right. That is one. On the teachers' angle, they need to do more about allowing the children understand at their different levels. So there are different levels of students in one class. For instance, class A, we have different levels of intelligence in that same class. We have not really mastered the art of differentiation learning. So we rush everybody at the same time, not knowing that some people need extra attention to understand. That is on the part of the school and the curriculum. Now the society where the problem, the majority of the problem is that when you graduate at 26, some companies will not take you. So everybody wants to rush their children into school so that they can finish by 22, 23 to be able to get a job. I do not know why you don't want to employ somebody at 26, feeling the person is old. Is the brain old? We are functioning at close to 40. Some of us are 40. YK is 60 on this table, and she's very intelligent.
She reads the paper.
Yes, she's very intelligent. So you can function at whatever level. If the society and those companies can step down, when your qualifications are good, you can think at the, you can be on task, you can deliver, you are solution-oriented, you will get the job despite your age. Right. Then you see that this rush of everybody running into schools to graduate on time will reduce, and people will be in their appropriate classes.
Besides, university education is not the only form of education. You know, when we did on Monday last week was education, and we talked about...
Let me pause you for a second. Ade, I've been holding for a while. Ade, are you there, please?
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I know I'm live. My comment about this issue is that I'm totally against it, that man should lose, whoever, man or woman, that should lose everything.
What can't hear you, sir.
Boko Haram will kill people in Borno State, and they forgive them, and they take them abroad. Boko Haram will terminate life. Then they confess, and they give them new clothes. So somebody now came about certificate, and he confessed. Why should you be punishing that person like that? I'm totally against it. So next time, nobody will confess. Because if you confess in this part of the world, there will be something like that. Here, they will punish you. They will punish you. But they won't say, bring back everything you have taken. Let them do all those Boko Haram that confess, that keep people. Let them take their life.
Forgiven.
Thank you, Ade. Sometimes we project who we are on all others. There's so much aggression. There's so much anger in the system that if you mess up and you goof, he's the one that goofed. Let us crush him. Crucify him. It's like we are so quick. Let us. Me, I suffered to get this thing. You got no. You must. So
it's
not because we are bad people. It's the system that has really made us so angry that when you catch one person, you want to just destroy them to the pieces.
You put all your frustrations on that person.
Who has the basic needs of the things of life? They have food, they have clothing, they have electricity, there's no stress, they go to school, government pays for them. And if you catch somebody who goofs and confess, forgive him.
Let him do community.
There's no anger.
Let's just throw out the law. Let's not have
that's not what we're saying.
But that's it. That's the issue. Let me explain. I am certain that there's a jail term.
You're wrong. We just say we're different angles.
No. I'm certain that there's a jail term for this offense. I remember that when we wrote JAMB, the JAMB and WAEC, they used to place it in our school. That's 21 years in jail. And you will miss 21 years of your life if we catch you. So I know that there's a jail term for exam malpractice. But in this case, even in JAMB's reply to him, nobody talked about a jail term. They're saying, forfeit the certificates that you did not qualify to have. And go and legitimately acquire it. It's only good to even clean your name up. You are the one who came out that you didn't qualify. Clean your name up. Carry it with your full chest. I made a mistake, but yes, now I'm owning it. That's what we're saying here.
So there's already a lenient
consequence that they're giving him. Also, this yearn for university education, in my time, it was a thing of pride. It was a competition that, top of the admission.
Yes, now.
God, jam, where? God, why, when? And the courses that we wanted to do. But today we are here now, we are seeing that all of us that did law, we are struggling. the jobs that are there, they are not...
That looks juicy.
So people that did a friend of mine, Nika did hotel and catering. She's doing well in Abuja, in one big place.
Making money.
But those of us that, hotel and clinic, we are here struggling for the tight corner that we found.
Let me take this call that comes to talk. Good morning, are you there?
In this form of education.
Good morning.
Yes, you're live. Go ahead, please. Hello? Hello?
Oh, I think
we lost that call. Yes, go ahead.
I think that, going back to the question you asked earlier, how do we deal with the situation, is to address our value system, because everything about our society relies on the values we put on things. What are our core values as a society? We value success regardless of the process. And as long as we continue to value success regardless of the process, we'll find ourselves in this kind of situation where people will do whatever it takes to succeed. Whether the success is JAMB, or the success is election, or the success is making money, or the success is being the CEO, anyhow, people just feel win. No matter how you win, just win. Some parents tell their children, don't you see people bringing cars into their to give their parents? Whatever you are doing, bring car home. So as a society, we have watered our value to achieve the goal regardless of the process. And we need to go back, because that's why we have such society where it seems like everybody is just, there's so much anarchy, because everybody just feels like anyhow, there's no system, there are no laws. So I agree that there must be punishments to this person for what he did, because we need to, like I said earlier, it is justice that preserves sanity in a society.
So if someone like a Dangote, for example, comes to me and confesses, I didn't finish school, I did not do this, I did not do that, I don't have certificates, but I want to apologize to JAMB. You now say, okay, because you have confessed now, every single thing, you now go and 20 years.
No.
Because the question, because we want to uphold, I want to go along with Nima. We want to uphold the law, right? I was saying, in upholding this law, how therefore do we castigate somebody who has probably done more good to society? Nothing Dangote has. I'm not saying Dangote. I'm using an example. Okay, let's use Dangote. A man who has built his business, just a
employed
Nigerians, and just because he has given his life to Christ. He now says again, because I have had 3,000 people, I pay more taxes than even the average person. I want to give my life to Christ, and I want to apologize to JAMB that, okay, I did this to get my certificate. What therefore do you do? Do you say, oh, sorry, every single thing I'm going to close down your business, everything you built on this
punishment right now is not, this punishment is just for certificate.
It's me that they're asking.
Oh, yeah, answer.
Tax rebate is not on certificate, it's on assets. That's a separate matter.
Okay.
The exam, the quali that you are flaunting, BSc, my own, LLB, Akashat Nima, LLB, Akashat Nima,
should be withdrawn.
Should immediately withdrawn if I don't qualify for it. If I did not write the exam.
Okay, let me take this call and I'll come to you. Good morning, are you there?
Build chamber, build everything.
Hello, good morning, Abraham. From Ghana.
Sorry, Abraham.
Hello.
I think
we lost it. But the
So
certificate is...
the businesses that have grown.
But the certificate, hold on first. The certificate is to get entry into the university. That's the JAMB certificate.
So but it is the university that you enter. You don't qualify.
To enter.
So
but the business can't read and come back.
still continue.
Wait, now.
You pass on nothing. No foundation.
Okay, so the business I built based on my qualifications.
No.
The reason why I built this business
because you had a qualification.
I had a qualification to start off something. So right now I built something on nothing. That's what you're saying. So now nothing has taken it from me. So what do I do?
You own your business now.
You go back to the streets.
Who's the other one?
Yes,
They own businesses. They don't go to school. School is not
they just drop the qualification.
It's like a medical doctor found that the JAMB was wrong.
They take the license.
They take your license, so you are no longer a doctor.
We're talking about
trying to get a different angle.
Harming it. People harm it because they earned it. But you didn't earn it. You
so
want to earn something you had nothing for.
Remove it from your name.
That's why you wanted to comment.
Yeah, so I was going to say that the caller that called mentioned that we pardon bandits, we pardon Boko Haram, and we give them soft landing with money to even restart their lives. And that is the precedent. That is the precedent that make people feel like, let me steal a whole lot so that my money can fetch me justice. And we need to go back into saying what is right and what is wrong so that we don't give people the right to feel that, I know it's our next topic. I know when we go on break, we'll come back to talk about it. But the fact that some people feel, I have enough money, I become a politician, I'm immune, I have immunity for the next few years. It doesn't matter. I can fight my way into this place. So we've set the wrong precedents over time, and we have so much in terms of rot in the hearts of people, no more value on what is right or what is wrong. That to undo the carnage that we have caused, it will make us feel like some leaders are really, really terrible people because they would have to do things that we don't like, but it will help us achieve what we need.
Yeah. All right. So may I say something? So I know that nobody commits fraud in isolation. No exam malpractice happens in isolation.
100%.
So the paper that probably leaked was leaked from an official. Shouldn't JAMB be investigating how that happened at the time? So that it's not only him, they will not actually cut the other people that have
no
not been
system
caught.
against you. There's no system.
There's a system.
So why would somebody want to cut
We have
that's
to
it.
go on a break. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on this JAMB issue.
Yes.
Let JAMB go and do an investigation and bring the ones they found.
How many people you
Yes.
catch every year?
Somebody catch. Let's go on a break. When we come back, move on to other topics. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.